Yo, what is cool, y'all? We're back. Hope that all you guys are doing well. In today's tutorial, I'll be breaking down how you can create this infinite background slide effect with a little twist on it to give it this wipe look. This effect has been going around for a while, and I've been using it for a couple of years on some big music videos, and it's actually a part of this new editing pack that I'm working on. But that's enough yapping, and I'm gonna jump straight into After Effects and show you guys step by step how I made this effect. So right here I have a scene from this new Osama music video. It's a really clean clip with a cool background. So I'll start off by selecting the Rotoscope tool and then double click on my layer, and then I'll start masking out my subject right here. And as usual, try to get the masking as clean as possible. That way you'll make the effect look as good as possible. Once I'm happy with how my masking looks, I'll go through it frame by frame just to make sure that it doesn't mess up. And as you can see right here, it just decided to cut out his earring, so I'll just fix it and do that with every frame. Especially when you're masking out people with dreads, it often decides to just mess up. So just go through frame by frame and make sure that everything looks good. And when you're happy with how it looks, you can press this freeze button right here just to make sure that the masking is frozen. And now that I'm done with that, I have this look right here, and as you can see, it's a little rougher on the edges. So to get rid of that, I'll be adding on a refined soft matte effect, and I'll turn down the additional edge radius of this effect to somewhere around 3, but this depends very much on your clip. And then turn up the feather just till you get something smooth that you like. And I'm happy with how this looks. I won't be messing with any other settings. And now I have a clean masking right here, so I'll duplicate my mask layer and go to the bottom layer, which will be our background layer, and remove the rotoscoping effect. And now with yo, sorry to interrupt, I just wanted to let you guys know that I just dropped my Opium preset pack for Premiere Pro 2, and it doesn't need any paid plugins, so it's beginner friendly, and all you need to do is really download that, and then you have all of these drag and drop effects that you can drag onto your scene as easy as that. But I'll have it linked in the description for you guys, and if you're interested you can go check that out. But onto the video effect. And now with this background layer, I'll be adding on a motion tile and drag it onto the background layer, and then with the motion tile I'll be turning up the width to a little over 500. Let's do 580 and select mirror edges. Now when we have this effect, we have this infinite background right here, so we can drag it over as much as we want to. And so let's go back. So let's create a keyframe for the position right here, and then go to the end of our scene. I'll spare like 2 frames, so I'll go right here and then turn it up, like drag it all the way till you see the part that's matching again, because this one is mirrored, so we can't put it right there. So I have to go to this one, and I'm holding shift right now, so it just moves on the x-axis, and just line it up correctly. You can mess with the position down here too. 3902 right now. I'll just remove the 2 and put it to 3900. Now we've lined it up correctly, but this setting depends on your aspect ratio. My clip is more of a square, so you'll have to mess with this to get it to line up with your video. And now I'll be selecting my keyframes and press F9 to ease them. And now I'll head to the graph editor right here. I'll be using the value graph to do this, and as you can see right now I can't use the value graph, so I have to go to position right here and press separate dimensions, and now I have to ease them again, and now I can work with the value graph. So I'll be making a keyframe that looks something like this, and this is just to make sure that it goes a little bit slower in the beginning to get that kind of smooth feeling, and then just speeds up in the middle right here, and then slows out towards the end, and that will give us a clean look. And then also don't forget to turn on motion blur. And now if I play through, I have this, which is a really clean background slide effect. And the key to get it this clean is just the graph, so make sure that you follow my graph steps correctly, because I've been doing this for a while, so I've kind of mastered the graphs. So if you want a tutorial on the graphs, make sure to let me know and I'll do that separately. Now to get that kind of wipe feeling, I'll be adding on a scale wipe effect and drag it onto the background layer, and then go a few frames in, and then I'll be turning the direction to -90, and then turn up the stretch to something like 5. Now it's stretched right there. I can move the center right here to the left, so that when it pans to the left I'll have this stretch just there, so it isn't in the frame in the beginning. So I'll also keyframe the stretch, so I'll go a few frames in, like a third into my clip, and create a keyframe for the stretch at 5, and then go to the beginning and turn it back to 0, and then go like 2/3 into your clip and turn it back to 0 again, because I want this effect to end a little before the wipe does. That way it will look much cleaner. Then just put this keyframe in the middle, and let's select all of our keyframes and easy ease them. And if I play my effect through right now, I have this, and I mean, I'm really happy with that. It's really clean, but I think I want to drag my effect over like 2 frames to the right, just to get some more of that wipe look. And right now I'm happy with how it looks, but one thing that kind of messes it up for me is the fact that the motion blur isn't applied onto the scale wipe. You can see right there, there is a much motion blur on that, and if we play through, it isn't too smooth. So I'll actually be using a plugin to make it a little bit more smooth, and this is really optional, you don't have to use this, but I prefer to use it for these type of effects. So I'll be adding on a RSMB effect, and this is just a real smart motion blur that gives some more of that clean motion blur to your transitions and effects. So I'll turn down the blur amount to 0.3 and turn down the motion in sensitivity to 50. And this one really slows down my PC, but if I load it through, you'll see what we have. Now after applying the RSMB, I have an effect that looks like this. And I'm really happy with how it looks. It's really clean in my opinion, and you can mix this effect up with basically anything. I've seen people use this effect with kind of trippy effects in the background, and it looks really good. So this tutorial is basically just a blueprint, and then you can do whatever you want with the things you've learned in this tutorial. But once again, I have some packs linked in the description, if you're interested and want to level up your music videos, make sure to check out my packs, and also follow me on IG. I'm trying to reach 10k over there. But thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, because it really helps out the channel. But I'll see you guys in the next one.